Oh, greetings, greetings, greetings. How is everyone doing? Let me just get this TikTok thing up here. Hello, family. We are in business. We are in business. We are in business. We are in business. Go ahead. You know what I am going to request of you guys? To go ahead and kindly invite. I'm always asking you to invite. Why? Because sharing is caring. So go ahead and invite. Go in and invite. This is interesting. One person on TikTok, one on Instagram, one on YouTube. Isn't that something? One. So each of you invite. Oh no, TikTok just. Instagram just switched. Thank you, Instagram, for 2 people. Kindly go ahead and invite some people. Tap the screen where it is required. Share the live. Let people know. We are going to be talking about breathe. You know, we are living in a world now where people are not breathing. And they're walking around every day. They're not in the morgue. They are not in the morgue, but they stopped breathing. They stopped breathing. All right? So, who am I? I'm Dr. Daphne Clarke-Hudson. I'm an intuitive development coach, why and soul purpose coach, consultant, and mentor. I am a spiritual healer and your mentor and friend. If you were not here for the last episode I just finished, we did 10 steps to picking up the pieces during the healing process. So kindly subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can get access to that. You would bless me very much. How do you get to my YouTube channel? Here, let me type it in here, unless somebody want to type it for me. That's Linktree. There it is. And kindly share with people. Hi, Brandon. I think that folks will get some added value to that. Because when it comes to us putting pieces back together, it can be very devastating and rough for some people. And that's the reason why I am making myself available so that I can help to facilitate that process with people. So share the live with some people so that they can listen to it and hopefully glean some information from what I shared. So in this episode, I am going to be talking about breathe. Who is thinking that that's a topic that we don't need to talk about? Is anybody thinking that? Don't forget to share the live. Do you think we need to be talking about sharing the live? And do you think we need to be talking about breathing? Maybe you have not been observing the people that you are around, that they stop breathing. You and I, we are hanging around with a lot of people who are not breathing. So we are going to be sharing some tips on what that means. So I'm going to be sharing excerpts from this book. I'm sharing excerpts from this book. Conscious breathing. Conscious breathing. Conscious breathing. So if you haven't read it yet, and if you do not have it, I am going to encourage you to invest in it. You think by me drinking Gatorade on my show that they will sponsor my show? What do you think? If there's anybody out there who knows anybody from Gatorade, go ahead and I see somebody sending a request. Let me get it. Let me see who it is. I'm getting you, Michelle. Let's see what you are about. Because I'm also on my YouTube channel. So come on in, Michelle. Michelle, come on in and let me hear what it is you would like to share. Come on in, Queen. Come on in. Come on in. So just indulge us. I have her speak loudly so the people both on TikTok, LinkedIn, LinkedIn and Facebook and YouTube will be able to hear her. So come on through, Michelle. Come on through. Hello, you sent a request. I accepted it. What happened? You changed your mind? You got to come on before I start the broadcast. So are you coming? Hello, princess. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Go ahead, tap the screen and share the live. All right, I am going to assume, I'm going to presume she's not coming. So we're talking about breathe, breathe, breathe. I am encouraging everyone to purchase this book. I am not going to be reading it verbatim I'm just picking out certain pointers and I'm going to read what it says. I am sharing from chapter 3, 5 simple principles for better breathing. 5 simple principles for better breathing. Since we inhale 20 to 25,000 times in a single day, we would benefit greatly if we were to establish a breathing pattern that involved maximum efficiency with minimum effort. There are 5 principles of conscious breathing that will help you. First, become more aware of your breathing style. And second, eliminate tense, stress breathing and replace it with healthier, more relaxed, harmonious breathing pattern. Fortunately, you don't have to be a rocket scientist, yoga master, or pay a small fortune to understand and apply these principles. So these are what I will be sharing with you as we talk about breathe, breathe, breathe. Step number 1, you should breathe in and out through the nose. The first principle of breathing is that we should breathe in and out through our nose. It's a fact that most of us it is a fact that most of us prefer cooked food to raw unless you are on a raw food diet. But few of us wonder how our body would prefer to have its air served. Without a doubt, our lungs would prefer the 10,000 to 15,000 liters of air we inhale daily to be served in the best possible way. Our nose prepares the air to be used by our body to the best effort, while when we inhale through the mouth, the air reaching our lungs is colder, drier, and saturated with virus and bacteria. In our words, it's as natural to breathe through our open mouth as it is to eat with your nose. The next step says, better breathing. Benefit of nasal breathing. Better breathing. It's very difficult to achieve optimal breathing through the mouth. The nose is our fine-tuned breathing instrument, while our mouth is a rather unsophisticated means for inhaling air. Mouth breathing is only intended for particular circumstances. For example, during heavy physical activities, and should only be regarded as a backup option. When we mouth breathe, we automatically increase the amount of breaths we take, which consequently exceed our body's need, and per determination makes us hyperventilate to a degree. In fact, you can hyperventilate slightly without actually being aware of it. Additionally, breathing through the mouth increases the risk of developing irregular and non-rhythmic breathing patterns. Since air passes through faster with mouth breathing than it does with nasal breathing, and the faster we breathe, the shorter the breath becomes. Since the entrance of the mouth is considerably larger than the entrance of the nose, not only do we take more air, more breaths per minute, we also inhale greater volume of air by breath, air per breath. If for those that are just joining, I'm sharing from this book, Conscious Breathing. If anybody wants to do a screenshot so they can get it off Amazon, just let me know. The inhaled air is heated and humidified. Each nostril has nasal turbines that propel the air down to the lungs. The turbulent airflow is heated and humidified when a significant portion of the air comes into contact with the moist and warm nasal walls. Our nose is fairly similar to a highly efficient heat exchanger. Since the nostrils are cooled when they warm up, the inhaled air, which is usually cooler than our body's temperature, when we exhale, the temperature inside the nostrils will raise and the area is moisturized by the humidity, by the humid air being tuned from lungs to body temperature. reduce risk of infection. The air we breathe contains bacteria, virus, chemicals, and other particles. Many of these substances get trapped in the nasal passage when they come into contact with the sticky, cilia-coated nostril walls. The cilia bring the principles of the pharynx and we swallow them, so the nose acts as a self-cleaning filter against bacteria. When we inhale through the mouth, we miss the body's temperature line of defense against intruders. The further down our airways inhaled particles descended to, the greater risk of inflammation and infection. Given that the surface area of our lungs is 50 to 100 square meters, it's essential that it remains free of bacteria. For instance, if we are afraid of catching a cold, we only wash our hands is not enough. If you keep your mouth open and inhale 10,000 to 15,000 of liters of unfiltered air each day, it is better. It is a bit like filtering mosquitoes and allowing and swallowing camels. Mucus is produced inside our nose each day. If the air entered our nose isn't circulated, the mucus is not cleared out and can lead to infection of the ear and sinus. When the air reaches deeper in our lungs, when we inhale air, leaves the nostril turbines, it reaches the next passage in our nose, which calms the air down and make it more streamlined, thereby increasing its ability to be transported deep in the lungs. When we breathe through our mouth, however, we breathe faster. This creates a more turbulent airflow, which makes the air swirl around in a different direction and becomes turbulent air. It is not an efficient way for air to travel. The air we inhale is not able to reach as deeply into the lungs as it should, and hence often areas up higher in the chest. For you that are just joining, the book is The Conscious Breathing. The Conscious Breathing. The Conscious Breathing. The Conscious Breathing. And they have a diagram here that they give you of the streamlined airflow and the turbulent one. You see that? They give you a diagram here. There's a lot of valuable information where we can use to improve our health. Yes, doctors are good, right? However, we need to use them for maintenance purposes. Let us get into the habit of treating our bodies with priority. Because everything we are talking about here is nothing that you and I cannot do each and every day. I'm sure you are probably like me. We hear everybody, even the gurus, are teaching to breathe through the nose, out through the mouth. Breathe through the nose, out through the mouth. And that is why, hey Dee, how are you? This is the book there. I don't know if you have it. You can get a screenshot if you want. Everything in this book, you and I can practice and enhance our health. There is so much information that is available to us. So I'm not saying I'm not anti-doctor. Right away. Greetings from Ghana. Hello, D. You got this screenshot? You should get it, D. It's going to benefit you. Everybody get a screenshot. We can enhance our health. All right. Inhale air is enhanced with nitric oxide. Nitric oxide, NO, is a very important substance produced in large quantities inside the sinuses. No dilates the soothing muscles of the airwaves and blood vessels and accompanies the inhaled air in order to dilute the bronchial tubes to allow the air to pass through easily. No always causes the blood vessels inside the lungs to dilate, which allows oxygen to be transferred to our blood more easily. When we inhale through our mouth, the air is not spiked with this important substance, which is also amicable and kills the viruses and bacteria that have escaped from the cilia inside our nose and throat. So again, I will not have time to go through all the steps here. Good. It will be a very valuable addition to your library. Freer airways. Narrow airways make breathing inefficient, as greater effort is required to transport the air into the lungs. When we inhale cold and dry air via the mouth, the strain on the airways increase, and with it, the risk of inflammation occurs when our immune system is activated in order to repair damaged tissues, which causes swelling, particles reaching our bronchi, which then requires production of a more enlarged over time, as a result of having an effect to meet the need for increase of qualities of the mucus. Both of the four mentioned problems can cause narrowing of the airways. And that's not all, because there is less no content in the air inhaled through our mouth. We also miss out on its bronchulating properties. Our innate response is to increase respiratory rate in order to compensate for the narrowing airways. When we inhale faster, the airflow automatically becomes even more turbulent, and rapid breathing pattern increases the mechanical stress on our bronchi, which in turn produces even more inflammation. Our chest feels tighter, and we breathe even harder, thus initiating a vicious cycle. Since breathing is critical to our survival, the chest tightens. The chest tightening will also trigger greater problems. This is the book, Conscious Breathing. Conscious breathing. And I am not sure whether you can read it on Amazon. When I bought it, I didn't see that. I learned about it and I bought it right away. Sometimes last year. But before we started the episode, I had mentioned that we are living in a world with people who are not breathing. And somebody probably thought that statement was crazy. But have you noticed how incorrectly people are breathing? Has anyone observed that? People are not breathing. And that is one of the reasons why people are so irritable and people are so angry. Because they are not taking the time to use their breath to monitor their habits and behaviors. I teach my clients, in every situation that you have, I want you to use your breaths. They say count to 10. I say use your breath and count to 50. Because after you do that, you will be leveled off into a more comfortable stage. People will not be name calling, people won't be cursing people out because they are using their breaths. I want you to practice that. And I want you to leave it in the comments. Every time something happens the opposite way of how you thought it was going to happen, and you're getting ready to jump off the Empire State Building, I want you to step back and breathe. Step back and breathe. And I want you to share with me or share it in the comments when that happens, and begin to track how you feel. Begin to track how you feel. I am not telling you to do anything that I don't do in my own life. I tell you, every time I have used my breath efficiently in any situation, it has allowed me to save my character, to save my name, and to rise above all of the trauma. So I'm encouraging you, don't only use your breath when you want to breathe, but when you are encountering unpleasant situation, conflicts, take the time to breathe. Take the time to breathe. It will change your entire life. I am telling you from personal experience, it will change your life. It will prevent a lot of drama and a lot of conflict in your life. Hey, Brianna, how are you? I think you just got here. This is the book I'm encouraging people to get. I see if you can get the screenshot. Conscious living. Conscious breathing. Yes, it will enhance your breathing. Beautiful. So get a screenshot. get a screenshot and begin to utilize it in your everyday practices. So those are all the tips that, wonderful. Those are all the tips that I will share tonight. I hope that you will get the book and that you will continue to enhance your breathing. I hope that everyone who hears this broadcast will change the way that they breathe. And to understand the power in our breathing. That's a power that you and I have complete control over. All we need to do is to get into the practice of using our breaths. Do not allow anyone to discourage you. And you don't need anybody's support. Just make the commitment to yourself that I'm going to start to breathe differently. Your posture is going to change. Your whole personality, I'm telling you guys, your whole personality is going to change. If you don't believe me, try it. And you come back and write it in the comment section. Note all the things that's been happening in your life since you start to adopt conscious breathing. Again, if you are not already subscribing to my YouTube channel, kindly type, Brianna, you can type this for me, please. Daphne Clarke-Hudson.booksy.com and Linktree/Dynamic Daphne. And that will take you to all of my platforms. I am here to facilitate you in all the areas that you need help with. I'm here to encourage you to do the hard work so that you can have the healing that you deserve. Nothing is too far gone that you cannot heal from it. Nothing. Whatever the challenge, whatever the struggle, you can heal from it. Simple steps. Simple steps can start with you changing your breathing techniques and habits. Breathing, conscious breathing. Just adopt some more new principles. Your breathing, yoga, meditation, quiet time, reflection, journaling. All of these things are coupled into your healing. I saw somebody ask to come live, and my apologies, I wasn't paying attention. You can go ahead and send it again. So I hope that there is something that was said that can help you on your journey. Something. If you're on the the Instagram and you had sent a request, kindly send it again so that I can accept you to hear what it is that you wanted to share. Again, I'm Dr. Daphne Clarke-Hudson, your why and soul purpose coach, consultant, and mentor. And I am here to always guide you on your healing journey. Nothing is too far gone that you cannot heal from it. You just need to give yourself the time. Commit to the healing and know that I'm here to help you facilitate it. I'm not the one healing you, but I can be your guide on the process. Again, DaphneClarkeHudson.booksy.com and Linktree/Daphne Clarke Hudson. And just in case you forget all of what I've just said, remember, I'm Googleicious, and you can check me out on Google. Love you, family, and I will see you on the next broadcast. Bye now.